Firstly, Wietse, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. We are really excited to be supporting the Sea Ranger service through our Atlantic Row. So, as founder and director of the Sea Ranger service, can you tell us what inspired you to set up this organisation?
It's really a love for the ocean. I've had a huge passion for nature, actually been involved in environmental conservation from a very young age. When I was 9 years old, I was actually a youth ranger when I was that young. But it was really a love and a passion for the seas, knowing that urgent action was required, but also trying to do something more than I think what a lot of other, perhaps more standard NGOs were doing.
Can you expand upon that in what is it that makes the approach of the Sea Ranger service so unique and different from other marine protection organisations?
Yeah, so we really looked at a very particular issue in ocean conservation, and that is that actually the amazing achievement of the ocean conservation movement has been that there has been successful campaigning for what are called marine protected areas. So these are areas in the ocean that are where certain legislation or certain restrictions are in effect, and thereby they might protect a certain type of, let's say, breeding ground for fish or cetaceans. There might be special coral reef areas that are protected from harmful practices. The problem is that many of these areas, in fact around 12,000, have now been created globally, but that in practice there is no capacity to really manage them. So you're in a situation where things are protected on paper, but they're essentially paper parks, because the ships and the crews that are needed to monitor these areas, do research, do surveillance, they are so costly that most governments just don't have the money to building up this capacity. So with the Sea Ranger service, what we did is we found a way, a really sort of sustainable business model that on the one hand allows us to do a number of kind of activities at sea that are to do with training young people for maritime careers, be involved in all types of monitoring, maintenance, be involved in seaweed farming and such, but also ensure that at the same time the money we generate with this work is then used to also make sure our ships do the conservation work, and that our Sea Rangers, as they're known, the young people we train up, that they also are active sort of managers, active rangers that monitor and manage these protected areas. So it's really, I think the crucial thing is that there is a sustainable business model, and what makes us really unique is that for the first time ever we have dedicated rangers, just like park rangers on land, that now can structurally manage and protect these areas at sea.
As part of our Atlantic Row, we are aiming to raise £50,000 for your organisation. I was wondering if you could tell us how this funding will be used to support the Sea Ranger service.
Yeah, so we're incredibly grateful to have been, chosen by the team to be supported. And I would say that despite all the, or not despite, but even though we have this huge ambition and things have been going really well, we are still a relatively small kind of organization, and we're doing so much with limited funds. We are currently building a new ship. It's the first ship that we have fully sort of constructed from scratch as a Sea Ranger vessel. So, we think that €50,000 for the Sea Ranger service would really be best used for life-saving equipment, communication equipment on board, to really make sure that these funds go, most directly to where the action is, and where it, really ensures the Sea Rangers, just like, you going out rowing across the Atlantic, to make sure that our young people, stay safe while they do the work out at sea. So I would say that that's probably the most, I think, concrete way that we can make this money really count.